a good time listening to Latino Iwoiroyi. My name is Mary Onaifia Debbie, and this is the Front Page Review. Front Page Review on the program will give you headlines making the rounds in Nigeria from different newspapers. And then we get to discuss some of the issues in the news with you. You can participate on the program. You can call us on our numbers later on the show. And also, Rufai Oseni will be joining me via the phone this morning to analyze some of the issues in the news. Okay, without wasting time, let's take a look at our newspapers. Today, we're going to be looking at the Punch newspaper, the Vanguard, we have the Daily Trust, the Sun, and This Day newspaper. We also have a news coming in from the VONewsNG.com. Okay, so let's get into it quickly so that we can start talking on the news making the rounds this morning. On the Punch newspaper, it says here, motorcyclists attack VIO officials over Okada ban enforcement. Labour threatens to shut down economy, plan strike. Account for 1 billion naira security fund, Autumn tells federal government. You can get that story on the Punch. Now let's move to the Vanguard this morning. It says here that CVR Lagos overtakes Kano as INEC's fresh registrants hit 11 million. Protest, government touring with an uprising like End SARS. This is coming from the Labour Congress. Still on the Vanguard this morning, CBN's tight monetary policy will be insignificant in taming inflationary pressure. The story is on the Vanguard newspaper. Now let's move to the Sun this morning. Insecurity, 44 reports given before Kuje prison attack, Rep says. Okay, you can get the story on the Sun. Ekweremadu to remain in custody as London court grants a wife bail. You get the story on the Sun also. Nigeria bids to host 2025 AFCON. Okay, and that's all we have from the Sun this morning. Let's move to the Daily Thrust right now. It says here 2023 North lags behind as voters registration ends in 4 days. Also on the Daily Thrust, the human traffickers are more prevalent on social media. NAPTIP. Okay. And now This Day news this morning, it says Nigerians' excess crude account shrinks from 35 million to 37 million naira. Also from This Day newspaper says across Nigeria, Labour Congress protests, ASUU continued strike action. And finally, let's look at the VONewsNG.com. It said protesters vow to block lawmakers from Assembly Complex over ASUU strike. Also, Labour Congress threatens strike action if federal government fails to accede to ASUU's demands. Okay, and that's all the stories we have for you. You can get more by just picking a copy of the news paper. Okay, right now we'll just pay some bills, and when I return, we will talk more on the issues making the rounds in Nigeria. Keep it here. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
It's not to change, but to offer space where change can take place. And that's the beautiful experience you get at Golden Tulip Hotel. We don't only serve you, we give you an unforgettable treat. Check out our room categories: deluxe, executive, diplomatic. Visit us and enjoy our complimentary buffet breakfast, 24 hours internet services, and a constant power supply. We also offer complimentary pickup and drop-off. Yeah! Golden Tulip Essential Hotel is located at number 42 Murtala Muhammad International Airport Road, less than 5 minutes away from the airport. For bookings and reservations, call us on 0815-700-3333 or 0815-700-3333 or email info@airportgoldenTulipHotel.com or reservations@airportgoldentuliphotel.com. Golden Tulip Essential Hotel, international standard, local flavor.
Okay, this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We have Rufai Oseni on the line this morning. Good morning to you.
Morning, Mary. How are you? Pleasure to have you. Pleasure to be with you.
Okay, doing great this morning. Now, let's dive into the issue making the round. It's concerning the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, yesterday led a nationwide protest against the continued closure of public institutions in the nation following strike action by the Association of Staff Union of University, ASUU. However, while Labour gave the federal government a 2-week ultimatum to resolve the crisis, a senior advocate of Nigeria and rights activist, Mr. Femi Falana, joined the demonstration in Lagos. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, there's a bit of noise coming from where you are.
So sorry. I'm in the car. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Great. I was just talking about the senior advocate of Nigeria and rights activist, Mr. Femi Falana. He joined the demonstration in Lagos yesterday, while some other governors in other parts of the states, they joined in the protest concerning the ASUU strike. If you look at it, today makes it 163 days since ASUU have been on strike. That is about 5 months. And they're saying that, Labour Union is saying that if the government does not heed their demand, they are going to go for strike. This is just a protest.
All right. Mary, it's a reflection of how nonchalant our government is towards the plight of our students and our lecturers and the educational sector. And, it is not only this strike. It is over 100 days ASUU has been on strike. It is over 34 years that ASUU had the first major strike. Let's also put that in, since 1988, when the first major strike happened. And it has constantly been that way. And you can't build a country where you don't care for the future generation, which need education. You cannot build a country that we are always say that. So ASUU coming out on strike and NLC, pushing with them, I think is a good step in the right direction. A lot of people say maybe strike. The federal government understands. But the question is, must we get to strike before you can understand that the future of your children matters a lot? I mean, the labor minister says he's the father. The president is a father. We have fathers in society. Whatever we do that we can make the striking workers leave and go back to school, we should do it. And these things they are requesting for are demands that need to be met. Payment portal, ASUU developed one. They said they don't want it.
Yes.
Why is it that some people's interests always override the interests of other people? All right, investment in the educational sector. Investment is going to benefit this country. I keep telling people, you see, Nigerians are one of, very celebrated people all over the world. And most Nigerians that are abroad are educated because of the access to education they got when they were in Nigeria. And now they are remitting over 20 billion back in diaspora remittances or more. It's because they have education. So that's the price of education. And it's education that will lift Nigeria out of the economic quagmire, not oil. Because even if you have oil, it's education that will give you the knowledge to tap oil. It's education that will give you the knowledge to refine your agricultural produce. So it is sad that it has to go to this stage. But NLC must be commended for the good work they are doing. Maybe this will force people to come back. I think it was last week we talked about that, the fact that the president gave them 2 weeks.
Yes.
Mary, 1 week is already gone. You see, I was correct that if government doesn't want to do anything, they will set up what? A committee and they will give ultimatum. 1 week is already gone. Has anything been said? No. It just shows you the kind of country we are living in. But please, government must do the needful. We must support education.
You remember what Chris Ngige said, that there is no money right now, that the money that ASUU is demanding for, that there is no money, that the agreement they had was during the Goodluck Jonathan's era. And if you look at the naira to the dollar, and if you look at the price of the crude oil, it's different. So the money they are demanding for, it's not there. I remember he talking while being interviewed on channels, television.
Mary, when they say they don't have money, it's not that they don't have money. It's because they don't have priority for the needs of education. This talk about government, government don't have money, How did the, what is it called? The Accountant General, how did the allegation come about of 80 billion? Is that one not money? So why do we keep deceiving us? It's just because they don't have priority. All the wastages of government, all the multiple MDAs that the Orosei report said we should scrap. But some people's own interests are there. Mary, see, I remember when they first prepared their reports, somebody gave me an info in cabinet meeting in Abuja that the reason why they didn't cut some ministry down is because some ministers said no, they can't cut ministry on that because they are benefiting from it. Do you know how much MDAs give ministers? We all know how these things happen in this country. So when people say they don't have, government says that no, it's because they don't just have priority for the educational sector. But we had this strike last year now, they agreed, and they paid them 30 billion. And now they said they were going to double up on that payment, and they didn't do it. And the strike is here again. I don't believe in all of that he's saying. Yes, we have economic situations and all of that. But if it's priority for us, we'll still bring out the place to make money from. We don't have money, but we just recently signed a deal with Turkey to buy T-129 attack helicopters, 6 of them, at the rate of close to $50 million. It has around $300 million. Is it paper we are going to pay, or is it leaf we are going to use to pay? It's money now. We don't just have priority for education. So since 1988 that we've been complaining about the education sector. The ASUU has been going on strike. It's that we don't have money to solve all the problems then. It's just that we don't have priority. Just like we don't take medical out correctly in this country. And they affect all of us. That's why you saw that doctors who were going on strike at a point in time. So these things are just a thing of priority. The day government has priority, the money will come out. You don't have money, you don't have money. Do you know how much Awolowo spent to do free education in the Western region? 1/3 of his budget. Because he knew the importance of education. 1/3 of his budget. That's what he spent on free education in the Western region.
We just hope that something is being done concerning the ASUU, because the students are idle, and you know what is said about being idle. An idle hand is the devil's workshop, and they've been idle for over 5 months. And I like what Femi Falana said, the senior advocate of Nigeria. He said that if the government doesn't do anything, what happened with NSAS is just a joke. The turnout yesterday was massive, and people came out from all over the country joining in the protest. And it's sad that we had to wait for the protest, for government to protest, for government to do something. So we just hope that something is being done as quickly as possible. Now, let's move on to another news making the round. It says here on Daily Trust, it said 2023, North lags behind as voters registration end in 4 days. So according to the news this morning, Lagos is leading concerning people that registered to vote with about 11 million. And we just have 4 days to go in the registration. Do you think that... Okay, go on.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
Okay, we just have 4 days to go, and a lot of people have not registered. And when I ask people around on the streets, I ask them, they tell you that they don't know where to register, that you have to go and queue. If at all you see any place, you have to go queue, you have to. So many people have not registered yet. But right now, Lagos is leading with about 11 million compared to Kano. But we just have 4 days to go.
I mean, it just shows that there are lots of people in the South. And when you look at the surge of the registration numbers, it just shows there are a lot of people in the South. But the question is, and what I grudge the people for, is that they do registration but they don't come out to vote. You must come out to vote. Because see, if you don't come out to vote, you can't open your mouth and say that nothing has been done. Because when you had the chance to air your voice, you didn't do it. And INEC has put everything in place. You know, we're interviewing Mark Ikini on this station.
Yes.
And INEC has put everything in place to ensure that votes do count. The will of the people do count. With provisions like beavers, and most importantly, what I call the game changer for INEC, the fact that there's a server that as you finish voting and you wait at the polling unit for the vote to be counted, and they upload it to the INEC server, and everybody can see it real time. Before, how they used to rig election was in collation center. Because they finished counting,
yes.
There was no server. On the way to the collation center, they turned 2 to 35. And they turned 35 to 1,000. That's how they used to rig election. But now, it's no longer there because it is what they count that goes to the server, and it is what goes to the server that is read out as a result. That's why it's harder to rig these days. So, that should give everybody the impetus to say, I will go out and vote. Because you're doing it for your country. You're doing it to be part of the electoral process in your country and making your country better. And you have a right. Countries that demand justice and accountability, their people vote. Look at Germany. Germany has over 60% voter turnout. Nigeria has never recorded 60%. Maybe the days of Obasanjo, 2001, 2002, 2003. Germany has over, in fact, I think that's 60%. The time we were close to 60% voter turnout was in 2003 elections. But Western countries come out to vote. Germany over 60% turnout. America, half of the population, at least close to half of the population will come out and vote. Over 300 million population, half of them came out to vote between Biden and Trump. You need to come out and vote. I know that we live in a system that everything frustrates you. You are tired. You feel that, it's all rigged against you. Nothing works. But the good thing is that you can always make things work when you come out to vote. You can always encourage others to come out to vote. I know you are pained about the system. The system of Nigeria hurts all of us because we see greatness. We see a giant. We see a lion that is behaving like a cockroach. Because of structural problems. But we know this country can be the giant of Africa. I believe in this country so much. And if you believe too, come out to vote. And I know you truly believe in this country. I know the reason why you just feel tired of everything is because of how leadership frustrates people. I know every Nigerian is truly patriotic about this country. That the day we get a good leader right, you will see Nigerians rise up. Look at all the Nigerians, they say that I'm leaving the country, that they relocate out of the country. They are more interested and they know more about what's happening in Nigeria than we that we are in Nigeria.
That is true. I have
so to show you that an average Nigerian is so passionate about his country. And that's why you need to come out to vote. And another thing we should start pushing for it. The people in the diaspora too must be given a chance to vote. Diaspora voting is important too. Because these passionate people should be able to put mouth as regards how their country becomes better. And it's going to be better. You see, if you bring your hand, I bring my hand, we all come together, we can make it better.
We have Rufai, we have some comments right now from YouTube and also from other platforms. Let's take some comments. What are your contributions concerning the topic we're discussing this morning? We're talking majorly on ASUU and also informing you that we just have 4 days to go. If you haven't registered yet, we have just 4 days. So whatever you're doing, just try and go register for vote. And then make sure you vote when it's time to vote. Let's take this comment now from YouTube. It's a comment from Carol C. Carol C says this, that the point again is that these leaders don't see themselves as leaders but rulers. Their children are not in these schools. And when they tell us that, talk to us Nigerians, they say your children are not their children. Okay, and another one he said the Yoruba proverb that says that the child that is not taught is the one that will sell his father's house. That comment, yeah, that's a good one. And more comments are coming in. Remember, we are live on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel and watch us live on YouTube and make your contribution. And the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call in, and also send your messages as we discuss this morning on what is happening in Nigeria. Because when you look at it concerning the ASUU that we discussed, it's 163 days today that ASUU has been on strike, and today the protest is going to go on. It's going to go on today. People are going to be marching. Yesterday they were at Ikeja, and there was hold up there. And the interesting thing that what happened is that when the reporters interviewed those in the traffic, those driving, they were not perturbed at all. They said if given the opportunity, they were even going to come down and join the protest. That is to tell you how a lot of us parents are tired of having our children getting to sit at home for over 5 months now. Hello, we have a caller on the line this morning. Good morning, Ambassador.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. Talk to us this morning.
Yeah, you have Ambassador Musba from me.
Yes, Ambassador, welcome. Talk to us.
I'm not being fair with you. I love protest. I can go my morning, afternoon, and night food because of protest. But to me, what happened yesterday, to me, is a good thing at the wrong time. I'm not being fair with you.
Yes,
I refuse to join. I didn't call upon. I refuse to join, and I will not join. You ask me why?
Why?
Why this time around? To me, it's like NSCO and some of my activists have failed me. They failed Nigerians. Look, there are more to this than what is happening. ASUU alone can fight this out. I'm looking for kind of protest that will give us good governance. Protest against good. I went yesterday when I look at really turner. What are the protest for have good governance? What are we protest to have to cut this inflation every day by day? What kind of protest is it? I don't like this protest. I wept yesterday. I'm still weeping right now. Why? We can do more than what we're doing right now. The protest because us, yes, but more behind, more. The more you look at it, what can you protest on inflation? What can you protest to have good governance? My sister, I don't like this. I don't like this kind of protest. Good thing at the wrong time. Good morning.
Good morning, Ambassador. That's how you look at it. But if the protest is not done with the demands of us to be met, it's 5 months already, 163 days. Hello, we have a call on the line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Mr. John. I'll let you know. I'm calling from Yaba.
Okay, talk to us.
What I have to say concerning the insecurity we have in this country
is
the fact that Nigerians, I'm 50 years old in this country, and since I was born in this country, I've not had Nigerians talk well of their leaders. And whatever happens in this country is all about the leader. And they don't talk about the followers. I know of an American president who said you should think about what you can do for your country and not what your country can do for you. And so every day we hear of killings going on. And we know quite well that there are political, it has political undertone. Because in this country, when somebody wins an election, the opposition, instead of him supporting that person to really make the country better, is to create an environment that cannot be governed, and that is what we are facing in this country. I know quite well that we have opposition leaders who are sponsoring this insecurity in this country, and what we are praying, because they are hiding and they are saying that they are not the one doing it, but God is not sleeping. God is going to expose them. They are wasting lives, wasting innocent lives because of their own their self-centered mission. And we know that God will deal with them at the right time. Nigeria is the best place to live in this world as far as I'm concerned. And I will not leave this country. So they should leave the president alone. He's trying his best. He's going to leave very soon. And another person is going to enter. And the same blame will continue if we who are Nigerians will not support our leaders to do what is needful to make this country a better place. So I pray that Nigeria will come out of this thing victorious and will celebrate in the nearest future. In Jesus' name. Thank you, and God bless your station.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for airing your own opinion. We have messages from our YouTube here. Remember, you can watch us live on YouTube and leave your comments there. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Yes, you're live. What's your name?
Good morning.
Good morning. Talk to me. Good morning. Yes, talk to me. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Frank. My name is Frank from Ikeja.
Okay, talk to me.
I'm talking about the protest yesterday.
Yes.
I'm disappointed at the NANS. NANS did not show up. There should have been massive presence of Nigerian students in that protest to drive home the point that the people were fighting for. But I think the students are relaxing, the undergraduates, they should join the protest today to bring the government to its knees because the education is collapsing. Where are the Nigerian students? Where are they? Let them join the protest and to make this thing heavy and strong for this Buhari administration. This Buhari administration has killed education in Nigeria. The protest should be headed by students. That's my opinion.
Thank you so much for your contribution. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. What's your take? Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes. What's your name? Where you calling me from?
I am Mr. Frank.
Okay. I think I spoke with you just now.
No.
Okay, I just spoke with one Mr. Frank. Talk to me.
I am calling from Satellite Town.
Okay.
This is my first time to call you.
Oh, you're welcome to the program. Talk to
You
me.
see, somebody just said I don't want to call before, but I was hungry. A lot of us, when we went to school, 70s, 80s, none of us had been at home for 5 months. All our senators, our government, our governors, a lot of them, none of them have been at home for 5 months. And somebody is saying that the protest, he doesn't like the protest. Why? Are we going to fold our heads and continue looking at our sons and daughters sitting at home? A lot of people, and the same people, is the one who, 2014, who says the Jonathan government is bad, Jonathan government is bad luck, is this. A lot of them, I've heard a lot of them in radio where they're calling. We need to stop all this hypocrisy, Let us unite ourselves and call a spade. Now, this government has failed totally. Look at where we are. There's protest yesterday. There's fire on the mountain. Our president has traveled out. Our president has traveled. When there's fire on your house, can you pursue the rats? When your house is starting fire? What are we talking about? Lord have mercy upon this, our beautiful nation.
Amen. Thank you so much for your contribution. Yes. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and it's the front page review of our daily newspapers. The burning issue right now, it's concerning the ASUU strike, that it's now 163 days today, and the protest is going to continue today. Let's take a comment before I go this morning. I'll just take one comment from our YouTube. This says here that I urge that everyone to come out in their numbers on election day, as rigging is unusually done with unused ballot papers. Let us contribute our part to make Nigeria great again. And that one is coming from Busayo Awoshika on our YouTube. There, I'll take another one from Narrow Farm. Fund channel says the way forward is total autonomy for our institution, and the lecturers should run the school. That is a contribution from our YouTube channel. Remember that you can watch this broadcast on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, The Voice of the People FM. My name is Mary Onaifia Debbie, and this is where we're going to stop for today. But tomorrow, God willing, I'll be here for another edition of the front page review at 7 o'clock. Have a great day today. Coming up next is Sports with Abdulaziz Charisma. Keep it here on Voice of the People 90.3.